What's up, guys? Last week I taught you how to fillet a fish. This week I'm gonna teach you how to take that one fillet, you know which one I'm talking about, that one fillet that looks like you butchered it with your teeth, and turn that into a dish to impress that special someone. Or people, I don't know you. But if you're watching this video, you're probably a very attractive individual. And with that, let's get started. Alright, so this is a Peruvian style ceviche, and this is usually made with a leche de tigre. For those of us that know Spanish, let's keep it to ourselves and leave the white folk guessing. It's a Peruvian citrus marinade, commonly made by blending lime juice with aromatics and fish trimmings. I don't know how accurate this is, but someone online said it's an aphrodisiac, and it's called leche de tigre because it makes you feel like a tiger afterwards. Technically, I'm not making a leche de tigre because I don't want to use fish trimmings. I want to use my fish bones for this. And so it's going to be slightly different, but we're still going to get the same flavors out of it. So with the fish bones, we're going to make a quick, flavorful fish stock. And this is everything you need for the whole recipe. Ginger, celery, habanero or any pepper, red onion, garlic, limes, and your fish of choice. Use any white fish. I'm using a red snapper here. So the stock is super easy. You're just going to throw your bones in the pot with about a 1-inch knob of ginger. You don't have to peel it. 3 celery stalks, a quarter of a red onion, 1 habanero, a small bunch of cilantro, and 3 cups of water. You're going to bring all that to a boil and lower it to a simmer, and you can let it go for around 30 to 45 minutes. Then we're going to strain it and we're going to cool it down. This needs to be completely cool for us to use it. When that's completely cold, we're going to fortify it with some more fresh aromatics. Another quarter of a red onion, another 1-inch knob of ginger, 2 garlic cloves, 1 habanero, a small bunch of cilantro, and 2 celery stalks. Give this a rough blend. You don't want this smooth. You can blend it longer than I did here. I was being a little too careful and I should have blended it a little longer. It shouldn't pass through the strainer. And you're going to press out as much juice as you can. Alright, usually the lime juice is blended in this part with aromatics, but we're only going to need about 3/4 of a cup, and it'll last longer in the fridge without the lime. So we're just going to reserve 3/4 of a cup, and you can save the rest in your freezer and it'll last a really long time. Alright, before we put everything together, we're going to prep a little bit of garnishes to go in with the fish. Really thinly slice the rest of your red onion. You should have a half a red onion left. We're going to add 1 big clove of garlic, and you can use a garlic press for this or microplane, but I'm just going to show you by hand. You're going to chop it up really fine, add a little bit of salt as an abrasive, and you're going to scrape that along, and you're going to try to make a paste. You're going to chop up a habanero really fine. Alright, time for the fish. My fish still has the skin on it, so I'm going to start by removing that. I'm using a yanagiba, but you can use any knife. It'll help if it's a thinner, longer knife, but any knife will do. I'm going to start at the tail, and I'm just going to cut down to the skin. Then with my left hand, I'm going to grab the skin and start pulling, wiggling it up and down. Try to keep your knife in place. The key thing here is keeping your knife sturdy in place and using your left hand wiggling the skin, and this will just take the skin off really nicely. If you're having trouble with grip, grab a paper towel and hold the skin with that. If you mess up and the fillet gets mangled, it's completely fine because we're going to dice this fish up anyways. Before doing that, you see that red line in between? We're just going to cut that out, and this is where it has some bones. Then you can just dice it up however big you want it. I'm going for like 1/2 inch cubes. I forgot to press record, so we don't have any video on that. Alright, when everything goes together, we're going to add the juice of 4 limes. Mine came out to be 3/4 of a cup. And I like the equal parts of stock to lime juice, but you can adjust on whether you like it more or less acidic. but I'm going equal parts, so 3/4 of a cup of lime juice and 3/4 of a cup of the stock we made. We're gonna add in those garnishes, the garlic, the habanero, and the red onion, and you're gonna just salt it to taste. It's gonna need a good amount of salt, so don't be afraid. And with this, you can eat it a variety of ways, and I'll show you 3 of them. You can make little cucumber boats. I like keeping the skin on, but you can peel it if you want. We'll go half and half on this one. And with a spoon, you're just gonna scrape out the core. Make sure to leave a little bit on each end so that it keeps the juice in. But you can make these in cucumber boats. You can have a lettuce wrap, your lettuce of choice. I'm using Bib here. Or the classic tostada. The cucumber one is actually more filling, and if you're trying to watch your carbs, it's a good choice. And you're gonna dress it up however you like. A little bit of cilantro, your favorite hot sauce, and look at that. Your finished plate of ceviche. So this recipe was a little bit more involved. But if you want a recipe to impress a crowd or a specific person, this is sure to do so. And the fish that you can use is pretty much any white fish. I use snapper because that's what I saw, but you can use grouper or basically anything. I would go for a cheaper fish. Snapper's a little expensive right now, but yeah. If you want a detailed tutorial how to fillet a fish, check out my last video. And subscribe if you want more recipes like this. Thank you.